that credit referred.
Hi, I'm Peter Williams. I work as an advisor in the referrals team.
Hi, I'm Rosie and I'm a manager in credit referrals.
As you'll see from the stunning views of Beeston in the background, we're here at the Arlington Business Centre in Leeds. And we're here to talk about the Leader Exchange Programme, which is taking place in Nick Fogarty's area in O2 Premier. In particular, we're going to talk about the exchange which took place in February 2013 between Joanne Howarth, an operations manager from the payment management team, and her counterpart Nav Hussain from referrals. We'll meet some of Nav's people here in Leeds, and we'll be braving the M62 to meet some of Joe's people in Preston Brook, and they'll tell us what the Leader Exchange meant to them.
But first, let's set the scene. What is the Leader Exchange? It involves swapping jobs with somebody in the same role in a different team. You take on a team you have never led before and bring your own style to the role for at least a week. It's an opportunity to learn about a new area of the business and to share best practice. It's about fresh thinking, networking and building working relationships to the benefit of the business and to people from advisor level up to our senior operations manager, the Fogan himself. So let's meet some of those people.
Hi Pete.
Hi again, Rosie.
Hi again. So we're just going to ask you your experience around how you felt Joanne being the operations manager when she was covering that week. What did it feel like for you while she was sat listening in?
Well, as an advisor generally, you probably would. I'm joined by Yahya Suleiman, University Honours Seoul. You're a step-up manager in the referrals team, so.
I am, yeah.
How are you this morning?
Not so bad.
Great stuff, right. We talk firstly about your own experience at the Leader Exchange, I think. You went up to Preston Brook, didn't you?
Yeah, Preston Brook. Yeah, we went. I did the swap with Andy Quinn from Payment Management team. He came over here. I went to Preston Brook, and it was just experiencing a completely new team, new environment. I've never been to Preston Brook prior to that, so it was nice to kind of see a different call centre and also manage a team that works differently to how we work in referrals. So that was nice to see.
So you've been able to take plenty from that. You could apply to your own role then?
Absolutely, because I'm on a development program, so for me to experience what I did in Preston Brook, it was excellent for me. Really got some good skills from there. The management team there were excellent, really supportive. I thought it was overall a productive environment for me to be in.
Good stuff. So as regards the Leader Exchange with Nav and Joe, you'll have been reporting directly to Joanne, weren't you? So what did that mean in your day-to-day role? Did that change?
Well, nothing really changed because I think the benefit of being part of O2 Premier is that everybody's got a similar working style. It's just the character. Joanne's a very bubbly character, very friendly, and she brings a smile on everyone's face. Whereas now he's very professional,
yeah.
And he brings a very sophisticated style of management to referrals.
So it's an enjoyment factor in Leader Exchange.
It was definitely, and Joanne is a lovely person. But for me personally, there's a lot of personal gain from it as well.
So we're just going to talk around how Joanne's experience with yourself was while she was the operations manager over here. I believe you were involved in the advice forum.
Yeah, I was asked to go.
How did you find that?
It was good. It was really, really good. Nice and refreshing to see new managers come in. The exchange program was really good, I think.
And when you say it's good, what's good about it?
I think it's nice to see new faces around. Nice to experience how the managers manage, basically. And yeah.
We all know you like your women, so how was it to have a woman operation manager?
God's sake, things like that. That was good. I don't know. It's different. Different managers. Women manage different to men. Nav's management's really good, and I think Joanne's management's good for what she does as well.
Yeah. And what did you learn from the experience?
Came out feeling really positive about working here and what other people do, and I got a chance to sit with her and she explained to me what she does and how they work on their side, and I suppose I learned, I don't know really, Learned quite a bit, to be fair, yeah.
So, if you had a chance to get involved in the Leadership Exchange Programme, would it be something you'd say?
Personally,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I'd love to go over to other departments and find out how each department works through to and how it sort of start to finish on everything.
Perfect. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Morning, Stuart. It's Stuart Dedico. You're a referrals advisor. You're on an apprenticeship scheme with R2, aren't you?
I am Peter.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's pretty good, thank you.
Great. We'll have a bit of a chat about the Leader Exchange now. Your involvement in the Leader Exchange, I think, was to do with an engagement session that Joanne held. How did that go?
It was, we had a one-on-one session with her. She's got to know what Nav did.
Right.
She's involved in what Nav does with us.
So that was something that came out of the Leader Exchange that you maybe wouldn't have known before then. Is that fair to say?
It is, yeah.
Bit remote from it ordinarily, but getting a bit more involvement on this one with the session with Joanne.
Definitely.
Okay. So I think the major thing I'd ask you is how much the Leader Exchange opened up R2 as a business for you. What you learned from Joanne about what she does over there.
Learned a lot of things, what they get up to in their department, what they do, how it differs from what we do.
Right, excellent. And had you ever heard of Joanne before she came over?
I hadn't now.
It's great, isn't it? It's a name and a new face.
New face, new people, meeting new people in the business as well.
Excellent. So how long have you been here?
I've been here 4 months.
4 months and you're networking already.
Yeah, meeting lots of new people.
Just going to go around some areas of your experience with Joanne when she did the Leadership Exchange.
Yep.
How did that feel for you?
It was really good. I mean, from my side, from my point of view, it was just good to see another operation manager, see how they work, see what they bring into the role. And for me personally, Joanne's got history of working in service manager role as well, which is what I do in my current role.
Right.
So it was good to get ideas as to and tips as to what we can do, what I can be looking at, because she's more seasoned service manager than myself.
Right, okay. So you have day-to-day meetings, run-ins with Nav you see quite often. What was the difference for you with having Joanne here and not seeing Nav?
I think the difference-wise, I mean, it was just they both have their own personal touches. I mean, ultimately what they get at, the result is exactly the same. It's
Right.
just the way certain conversations are delivered. It's just their own personal approaches really more than anything. The result ultimately was the same.
What did you learn from Joanne's experience here?
Like I said, I mean, my initial thought was that operation managers differ completely as to
Yeah.
what they want or what other areas look at. But it was, surprisingly, it was the same, just the way they do things. It's
The
just
approach,
done,
yeah.
done differently, that's it, in the other areas. It's more or less the same thing anyway.
Oh, we've come to Preston Brook today. We've got the best clobber on for it. We're here to meet some of Joanne's people today. Find them all down there. Let's go and meet them, shall we? Right, joining us now at Pod 26, we've got Sarah Cleary, another of the team managers from Home Management.
Yeah.
And we're going to speak a bit about Nav's approach to stats when he came up with the Leader Exchange and what that meant for the department at the time.
I think it was really good the way that he was focusing more around the fan moments and how your individual teams were performing stat-wise, because obviously that's one of the advisors, the KPIs, so he was keen to sort of be looking into that, something that really was a bit of a shock at first, because it was like, I didn't know he was going to really look at them, but they are good, aren't they, hoping your team was, doing quite well, so he was quite interested in what, how your individual teams performing, and he was quick to praise as well on the back of the team managers that the teams were doing generally quite well as well, and what focus areas and maybe what things that we could look at for things that maybe weren't up to scratch or where they should be.
It's a bit of a focus on people there, isn't it?
Yeah, it was quite, I found it to be quite people focused overall really, in the periods of time that I spent with him. He was very interested in that side of things. I liked it when we had our manager hub as well in the morning, where he'd give us a real breakdown around how the previous day had performed and around what focuses and what things that we needed to look out for today. Even though one of the days as well, it hadn't actually gone quite well, and as a management group we could have put maybe Westcott on or seek support a bit earlier, and we didn't do. And although he addressed that, he was saying it was good the way he turned it into a positive, so the negative was followed with a positive to say, well, that's fine, and it's a learning curve, and it's something that we need to just make sure happens today. Yeah, so nobody walked away with his legs thinking, oh, I've made a mistake, or, you know, as a group, it was received really well.
Yeah, we're here with Andy Quinn at Preston Brook, and Andy, we met Sol in Leeds, and he was telling us about his part in the leader exchange that you also took part in. So how was that for you?
It was really good. I mean, not only was it great to go and work in another call centre and see how much bigger O2 is than where you work just in your own area, but it was great to see other people, to meet new people who do have different skills and different work streams, but how warm and friendly they were as well, and how actually the quality of O2 people is the same here as it is in the other call centres. It was great just to be so welcomed as well.
Yeah, it's great to sort of buy into the one team thing as well.
Absolutely. Sometimes at part of a big company you can feel as if you're a gear, just part of a cog in the machine, but it's the quality of the machine with O2. You see how all the different areas work together, and you appreciate your own area better, I think, as well.
Yeah, and you know you work for O2 rather than planning management as well, don't you?
Yes, precisely. So I am a Telefonica employee. I'm not in a little box on my own.
Stuff, right, and we'll move on to your experience of the leader exchange here when Nav came over. How did that work out? How did it affect your daily role?
It was good. So Nav is a very different manager style, which is nice to have. And he helped me look at my work stream in different ways. So he actually helped me organise my day better. So just having that extra pair of eyes now and again, just to come over, fresh insight in what you do. And again, by him asking questions about what we do, it helps you think, actually, you know, is this the right way I'm doing it? Can I do it a better way or a more efficient way? And he able to help me to do that.
It's nice for someone from outside with a different perspective.
Yeah.
Freshen things up a bit.
Sometimes it's just you don't often get a chance to stop in this work and reflect about what you do. So having someone coming in, give you that opportunity to say, which we don't normally get.
That's great. Well, we're joined now by Elaine Cartledge, another team manager from Payment Management.
Hi.
And we're going to ask you generally, Elaine, how was the leader exchange for you when Nav came over to Preston Brook?
It was brilliant. What was instantly came across how calm it was with Nav. First of all, he done blue runs for everyone, which was a winner.
Always makes you a friend, that cup of tea.
Yeah, so we sat down with each individual team, so we sat in between us, so we really got to know him and got his ear chewed off by a couple of my team members, and that's how we found out lots of things about my team members. But it was great. He just made us feel really relaxed and put a bit of energy into the department. It was nice.
Oh yes, a bit of a fresh approach to
it was nice.
Things up.
What's always good about Nav, though, when he pops over to Preston Brook, which he does on occasions, he always makes the effort to come and say hi to us all. So even if he's just here for half an hour or whatever it is, he just comes and says, "Hi, are you okay? How's things?" So that's nice. He doesn't forget us.
Good stuff. And when he was over, did you find you were getting all the support you'd normally expect from an ops manager then? When you'd gone through your daily role?
More really from a leadership exchange. I didn't expect to get as much support. I'd had a coaching session with them after I'd had a one-to-one with one of my advisors, and I've spoken to them about what had happened, on the one-to-one, and there was things that I needed to do, what I knew that there was probably that I couldn't do, and that just made me realise that what I'd done on the one-to-one had just made it feel different. So I'd made a difference to this person's life, which I didn't think about in that respect. And when I went home that night, I actually felt like I got job satisfaction. So he put it in a different perspective to how I would think about, the one-to-one that I'd had.
Right, so you're seeing some benefits.
It was
not just the Nav's benefit.
I actually thanked him later on, saying I actually feel quite good about things.
Good stuff.
So it was nice, brilliant.
It went well.
Actually.
We've met a few of the team managers in payment management. We've got one of the advisors with now, it's Steve Duncan. So Steve, do you want to explain briefly what the leader exchange meant for you as an advisor here, your understanding of it?
Well, my understanding, I would say, was like a job share, getting a flavour of what each manager does in different roles in different call centres around the country. Just like increase knowledge and basically raise awareness of each other's roles, I suppose.
Yeah, that's my understanding of the advisors.
Gone well then.
Yeah, we agree on that point. So this stranger with his flowing locks comes and plonks down with your team for the week. What was your actual experience of Nav the time he was here?
Very pleasant actually, yeah. He came down, sat in our team, introduced himself, logged onto the computer, around us all, which is nice. We had a bit of a chill wag about, TV and things, and the big reunion that I know he's desperate to go and see, 911. But yeah, it was really good because he got around, he made an effort to speak to people, got his face out about. I thought it was really good actually, just so we knew who he was. Yeah. It's nice having an email and you say, someone's in, doing a bit of job swapping, but for them actually to be in front of you and chat with you, makes it a bit different, a bit more personal, I think.
Right, yes, it's good to see the ops manager out and about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
I think you're a bit of a natural at this, Steve. Keep talking for another 2 minutes. We'll leave it there. Thanks a lot, mate.
Not a problem at all. Okay.
Here we are in the main event. We've got the exchangees themselves here. We've got Nav Hussain from Referrals and Joanne Howard from Payment Management. Hello. So Nav, the whole leader exchange thing I believe is your brainchild. Do you want to tell me where the idea came from?
Yeah, it is. So the idea came from, obviously we're in an ever-changing environment and the modern day leader needs to adapt to change. Obviously a leader does have those qualities anyway, but to kind of support that I thought what a brilliant idea would be to see kind of a leader exchange program where you get to swap roles within a leader in different part of the organisation. So having that concept in mind, I kind of put that together to enable a leader to experience a different environment, different people, but using his or her kind of leadership skills to run that operation or department or whatever it is, team. And from that I engaged, obviously, Preston Brook, Volvo 2 Premier, got kind of buy-in from all the stakeholders that are involved in O2 Premier, and from that it's just gone from strength to strength, and with me kind of coming up with this idea, kind of me being my baby, so to speak, I had to get involved.
You're that clever, you get involved.
Yeah, so I got involved myself, so I'll tell you a bit more about that once obviously we've all
Right, so it's quite a big idea really, isn't it?
Yeah, big idea. Initially started as a thought. It actually started on the M621.
Right, yeah.
So it started there, and I just got the ball rolling that evening. Sounds like I know, but sometimes I need to switch off, I know that. But it just blew up into this brilliant idea that I've been part of. Right, that's what it is.
And Joanne, for you, what made you get on board and take part in this exchange programme?
So for me, having one of my team who did this last November, I wanted to show everyone there was nothing to fear by saying I'll go over for a week and look after a completely different area. But also from a kind of selfish point of view for my own development. So I knew nothing about credit referrals really. So to have that opportunity to come and spend time with you guys for a week was brilliant for my own development and knowledge of the business.
Right. Perfect. What were the benefits and challenges for you both working on different sites?
You've gone first.
That's a fun one. So, the benefits were, I'd say it's more of, I've increased my network of people that I know in a professional perspective within O2, working with different people, understanding the payment management infrastructure and the way they operate as well. Prior to that, I didn't really have much kind of debt collection or payment management experience, so that was positive, getting to know new people, different ways of doing things. I also learned a lot about myself as well. I'm away from my comfort zone, away from home, living in Preston Brook, the most exciting place there is around that region.
Kind of sites like that in Preston Brook, do you?
Exactly. So, learned a lot about how different leaders deal with different issues. As Joanne's faced probably in Leeds when she spent some time here, I face kind of similar issues or totally different issues, and understanding how other leaders operate and how I supported them. I think that was a really positive aspect of the leader exchange in terms of benefits. Also, showcasing to people that we are one team. I work in Leeds, Joanne works in Preston Brook, but we're not the same mentality, just different ways in terms of how we lead our people, but we still lead our people to success. Joanne did that in Leeds, from my perspective, so thank you.
You're welcome.
And I did the same with Preston Brook. It's not kind of blowing my own trumpet, it's more about showcasing that we all have a goal and we all strive towards that goal and we utilise our own skills to do that.
So I think it's important to know you work for O2 rather than referrals as well, isn't it?
That's right, we are leaders in O2, as an organisation, not just operational managers within our kind of own areas. So yeah.
So do you think spending time with another team helped you understand your own team a bit better?
Yeah, absolutely. So in referrals, there's quite a few of the team are newer managers, and they're experiencing things that some of my team have experienced years ago, and sometimes you kind of forget just how much knowledge, experience, situations that your team have been through, and it really helped me appreciate just how much my guys know and that they do without needing any support. They just go off and do it, and that was a real step back for, wow, look how much these guys just cope with. Because every single day in this business you have a stack of challenges thrown at you. Nav was right in his first sentence, we've got to be used to change. And it really made me appreciate my guys, just how quickly they adapt to changing situations.
How about you, Nav? Have you got any thoughts on that?
For myself, what I realised that we've got a fantastic leadership group and a fantastic advisor population who I refer to as people. We've all got different responsibilities, not a hierarchy, but by doing this exchange it shows that, again, we've all got the same goal, we want to achieve, we want to strive, and we are throwing challenges day in, day out. And I think we've got a fantastic kind of organisation that we work for, and we're lucky enough to lead these people to success.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you for your time.
We're joined now by Nick Fogarty, the Foghorn himself. He's the Senior Operations Leader and Nav and Giles' boss. Nick, we've been speaking to advisors and team leaders. They've told us what they've got out of the Leader Exchange. We know that in Fog's world it just feels different, but do you want to tell us a little bit about the benefits to the business of the Leader Exchange?
Yeah, I think the business benefits were two people experiencing a whole different way of working, different environment, different set of people. So Joanne hadn't met any of the referrals guys really before, and gave her an opportunity to see a different way of working, see what Nav brings to referrals, and then Nav got, I suppose, a different experience in PB of being part of a bigger team. So in Leeds it's Nav and no one else, but when he was in Preston Brook, Nav had Dom to work with and a much
wider set of team managers to work with. Brilliant. So
How was that?
Have you
I've got my hands doing it. Don't hang on. Don't ask the questions yet. What do the filler nervous? Was that first question okay? Answer. Did that cover everything off, Pete? Is that all right?
Perfect.
It's what you understand. So it's
perfect.
Yep. Still recording. Keep going.
Hi. How are you, Nick?
I'm great, thank you. Love the hair.
Thank you. Right, let's get on to the question. Have you noticed a difference in the way Nav and Joe are doing things since the actual exchange has taken place?
Yeah, I think the biggest change is they're working very, very closely together. So just yesterday, no, day before yesterday, they went to a credit conference together. And I think one of the things I have seen as a result of the exchange is not just the pair of them working together, but Nav feeling part of a bigger team, drawing on some of the support in Preston Brook, rather than having his Blackburn every single weekend and fielding queries from Rosie. Is my hair look okay, Nav? Now he quite often will give the managers names that are on duty in PB for support for you guys. And I think from Joanne's perspective, Joanne, it's brought out a bit more of the fun in Joanne. But I think Joanne is a great sort of by the book leader. Nav's probably a bit fly by the seat of his pants, and I've seen both of those styles crossing over a little bit into both of them, so they come stronger in an area that might not have been so strong given before.
Perfect. And how does a leader exchange for two of your operations managers, how has it impacted you?
For me, I suppose I was really pleased to be able to support it. It's probably this time around was slightly less of a risk for me because I know Joanne's worked with my team for a long, long time now very well. So I wasn't giving referrals to a complete stranger or having a complete stranger coming to look after payment management. I think for the future, if there's a way to exchange NAV with someone within leagues completely unconnected with referrals, that would push them again a little bit further. I think the other benefit I got out of it, particularly with NAV, is I saw NAV a little bit more than I normally do, because I'm only over here at best once a week, so I've got to spend a bit more time with him. And the other great benefit is I didn't get to see Joanne for a week, which was brilliant.
That's great. We've got the shambles in scenic York in the background there, so it's good to hear women had shambles
Yeah.
run. Good on that, I thought, anyway. So we've spoken a bit about the cross-site nature of this labour exchange. Do you think that presents some specific challenges, and do you think?
Yeah, I think that's probably the hardest bit in it, because it either makes for a really, really long day, or it makes for a lonely evening staying in the travel lodge like Alan Partridge. Neither of which are ideal. I think both of them were fantastic. One of the things that really impressed me with Nav and Joanne, but also when Andy and Sol did this as well, is they looked at the most cost-effective way to do the exchange, came to me and said it cost us £65 in petrol if we claim it back, or we stay in a hotel for 60 quid, so they sort of weighed up what to do. I think the long day aspect of it is probably a bit of a challenge. Or the other side of that is you travel a little bit later in the day and leave a little bit early to beat the traffic, and then you don't feel like you've been in too long. That's what I do. And then you get that. So I think it did present a challenge, but not one that was insurmountable.
Really taking people out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, I think the travel bit. I think lots of us have to do bits and pieces of travel for our job. I think the comfort zone part came from a set of people they don't know. Yeah. They haven't got someone that they naturally trust in the operation that they can go to. Nav was very much reliant on a set of people he doesn't know and trusting that they'll give him the right information. Likewise, Joanne very much relied on you guys and making sure that you did the best for her in that week. And I think, not just for Nav and Joanne, but the attitude of the teams to this exchange is fantastic as well.
Right, so it's pretty positive experience for everyone.
Yeah.
So would you encourage other leaders throughout the business to get involved?
Definitely. I think the key to this is it was quite simple because it was all within my world. Where it gets more complicated, but probably adds much greater benefits if we could start exchanging people into operations they know nothing about, or with a set of leads they don't know anything about. So I'm a particular type of leader. Nav and Joanne exchanged their roles. I think it would be great if we could find the opportunity to also exchange the leader that you work with to experience something different. I think I'm ace, other people think I'm not. It would be good to experience different styles and different approaches.
So how do you get involved in if you want to take part in it?
Is there someone specific that text?
Just speak to you.
So I think across all levels, if people want to get involved in this exchange, key thing, first and foremost, talk to your manager. Nav is, I suppose, the overall leader on this programme and will control everything. But even the likes of Rosie or Bev in payment management or Sarah out of Platinum, those guys are very keen to get as many people involved as possible and give everyone an opportunity to go through this.
Right, well, you're hearing plenty more about it then, I hope.
You will.
So that's the Leader Exchange then. We've met the people that have benefited from it and heard all their stories. Our friend here's reading more about it, he's a big fan.
And if you're willing to take part in it after watching this video, if it's something that's encouraged you to do, then please contact your manager. It's something I'm definitely going to be thinking about doing.